Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Roark again. So we're going to take a look at writing another balanced equation. And in this circumstance, it's going to be a little bit different than the scale thing that we talked about before. With this problem in particular, this is actually going to be the one you find on the bottom part of the foldable that you got today. And with this problem in particular, it's set up a little bit differently, okay? This problem here says that a rectangle is twice as wide as it is high, okay? So basically, if we're calling this x, because we don't know what it is yet, this x, this would be 2x, okay? Because it is 2 times as wide as it is tall, okay? And this up here would be also 2x, okay? Now, it's twice as wide as it is high, okay? And it says that the perimeter of it is 24 inches. Now, I know that the perimeter means the outside edges. So 1, 2, 3, 4 added up is going to equal 24 inches, okay? Now, with that being the case, what I have is this. I have 2 x's. You guys, if you want, you can call this 1x, if that makes it easier. So I have 1x, 2x. So I have 2 x's, and I also have 2 x's, okay? So here I've got 2 x's, okay? So 2 times 2x is basically what that means. So the case is this. If I have this problem here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically first figure out, well, what is 2 times 2x? Well, that gives me 4x, okay? I need to add a plus sign there. So that's 2 times 2x, which is this one and this one, plus the 2 x's that you have here on the outside. So I now have 2 times 2x, which I do here, plus the 2x, which comes from here, okay? Now, with that being the case, it still is equal, it's still balanced, still 24 inches, okay? At this point, I can combine like terms. So in this case, I've got 4x plus 2x. That gives me an answer of 6x, okay? Which equals still 24 inches, okay? At this point, what I have, when I have 6x equals 24 inches, is like what I had in the other problem, where I have to figure out what x is, okay? What this really means is 6 times something gives me 24. And many of you guys can do mental math at this point and understand what it is. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do, instead of doing times 6, I'm going to do divide 6. But if I do it on this side, I have to do it over here, okay? 24 divided by 6. Once I do 6 divided by 6, I'm going to actually take this and I'm going to draw this little arrow up here so you guys can kind of see what's happening, okay? If I do 6 divided by 6, cancels out, and I've got 1x equals 24 divided by 6 gives me 4, okay, inches. Now, if you notice, I've got 1x here and a 1x here, which means that really what this means is that this is 4 inches, and this over here is 4 inches, okay? And if this is correct, if 1x is 4, then 2x's wouldn't be 2x anymore. It would be 8 inches. And this down here would be also 8 inches. Okay? And if I did this right, I should be able to say 4 plus 8 plus 4 plus 8 equals 24 inches as my perimeter. This goes all the way around the outside edge, which it does, okay? So that is how we find the surface, or the perimeter of this equation, okay? Now, some of you guys see this and you're like, man, that doesn't make any sense at all. If you have any questions, you can always come ask me in room 12, and I'm happy to explain it to you guys. Or if you just want to hit reload, you can watch the video again. I want to show you one other really quick problem. the other video that I just now showed you guys, that's on the one right above that fold-out that you guys had, I did an addition problem, okay? I want to show you another problem similar to that, okay? Another problem similar to that is one that involves subtraction, okay? The idea behind this is you're always doing the opposite to get to the other side, okay? So for example, let's do a problem like this. Let's say, in this case, 4x minus 3, we'll say equals, let's say, I'm going to say 15, okay? So in this case, 4x minus 3 equals, you know what, I take that back. Let's do this. Let's do 4x minus 3 equals 13, okay? Now, at this point, we're going to use the balance equation we had before, okay? At this point, 4x minus 3 equals 13. Excuse me. Now, I want to get x by itself. That's going to be my goal, okay? To get it by itself, I have to get rid of the 3 and that 4 somehow, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is try to get rid of this 3. If I have 3 on this side and I get rid of this 3, I have to do it by doing the opposite of subtraction, which is addition, okay? Minus 3 plus 3 cancels out. But the problem with it is if I do plus 3 on this side, it's going to make the scale unbalanced. So I have to do plus 3 over here. If I do 13 plus 3, what I'm left with is 16. Okay? Now I'll put my scale here again. This canceled out, and so now I'm left with 4 times x, or 4x, equals 16. So instead of doing times 4, now I'm going to do the opposite of multiplication, or times, which is division. So I'm going to divide this side by 4. If I do it on this side, though, like you probably heard me say a bunch of times at this point, I have to do it over here on this side. So I've got to divide that side by 4. 4 divided by 4 gives me 1, or in this case, 1x. 16 divided by 4 is going to give me 4. Okay, so once again, it looks like 1x is 4. Okay, just like in the last problem. If I did this problem right, I should be able to plug this number, this 4, up here into that x spot and get the answer of 13. So let's do it really quick. 4 times 4 should give me 16. And 16 minus 3 gives me 13. Alright? Alright, if you guys have any questions, you can always come find me in room 12. Thanks guys. See ya.